Stunned. My sister mailed invites to all, but me. Mother fumed, her day, don't make it about you. I smirked, hiding the ache. That day, my world shattered. Not with a bang, but with a silent, brutal realization. My own sister, my flesh and blood, had not only excluded me from her wedding, but my family had been actively erasing me from their lives. The bitterness? It was a punch to the gut that left me breathless, and it was just the beginning of a truth I never saw coming. I was sipping coffee at my desk, just trying to get through the morning, when the first wedding photo popped up on Instagram. White roses, silk tablecloths, the works. The caption read, "Can't wait for Sophie and Ethan's big day." At first, I smiled. It was my little sister's wedding, after all. But that smile froze when I scrolled down. There it was, a full guest list, tagged for everyone to see. Cousins, college friends, even our old babysitter. I scrolled once, twice, my heart pounding, desperately searching for my own name. It wasn't there. I checked again, certain it had to be a mistake, a glitch. But the truth was simple, sharp, and undeniable. Everyone had been invited. Everyone except me. I called Mom. She answered on the second ring, her voice tight, like she'd been waiting for this moment. "Claire, sweetheart, please. It's Sophie's day. Don't make it about you." I laughed, a brittle sound that cracked halfway through. "About me," I whispered, but she was already talking about florists and seating charts, as if my question didn't even exist. That was the moment I knew. I wasn't just excluded from my sister's wedding. I was being erased from my own family. The rain started an hour later, thin and persistent against my Portland windows. I stared at the drizzle, trying to pretend it didn't bother me. I'd learned to be the reasonable one years ago, the daughter who didn't make scenes, who didn't ask why Sophie got everything first. Still, my chest burned. You'd think by 34, rejection wouldn't sting like this, but family rejection hits different. It's like being told your memories are no longer valid currency. By lunchtime, I was still scrolling. Pictures of Sophie beaming in a lace gown at her final fitting. Mom posting heart emojis like confetti. Dad commenting, "Our baby girl." I zoomed in on his words, "Our baby girl." He hadn't written a thing under my promotion post 3 weeks ago when my firm announced me as project lead on a downtown restoration. But for Sophie, he managed a whole paragraph. Typical. That night, I drove home in silence. The city was washed clean by the rain, headlights smearing across the wet asphalt. My phone buzzed, a group message from the Donovan family chat. I hesitated before opening it. There it was, Sophie and her wedding dress, standing under a string of lights. "Can't believe it's finally happening. Hashtag Sophie and Ethan forever." Mom replied with hearts. Dad sent a champagne emoji. Nobody noticed I hadn't said a word. I typed and deleted 3 different replies before finally leaving the chat altogether. I couldn't sit there, watching them celebrate an event I wasn't worthy of attending. My apartment felt colder than usual. I poured wine, curled on the couch, and stared at the ceiling. Maybe it was a misunderstanding, I told myself. Maybe an invitation got lost in the mail. Families screw up, right? By midnight, I knew it wasn't an accident. My phone buzzed again. A message from Mom. "Don't take this personally, honey. Sophie wanted to keep things small. You know how you two can get." I set the phone face down, my heart thudding. How we can get? As if I was a problem to be managed. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.